Hello, everyone. Mad Dog here. I hope that you all have had a good week. My week's been a little. It's not been bad. I can't really say it's been bad. It's just been a little interesting. One of our other roommates is in the hospital with sepsis, and is possibly facing the amputation of one of her feet. And so, any thoughts or prayers for her would be much appreciated. Um, that's the biggest news I got for you this week. I got my new specs. They are bifocals, and I think they are actually better than my other specs because I can see better with these than I could with those. So I'm gonna go to eyeglass world from now on, probably for glasses. Tell me what you think they look like, or how I look in them. This is not my only pair. This is a blue pair. I know it kind of probably looks black in the video, in the lighting, but these are blue. And then I have a brown pair, which I may wear at some point, but they're kind of my backup pair at the moment. So anyway, things I wanted to talk to you about today. Of course, with all the stuff going on in the country right now, I could be getting political, but that's not my thing. I don't want to alienate my audience or alienate my friends. My friends understand, or should understand by now, what my viewpoints are on most things. And I'm not going to go into that detail here. That's not what this platform is meant to be. This is meant to be fun and an escape, more or less. You might learn something along the way. You might laugh along the way. You might be bored along the way. But that's what we're doing here. So, today, I wanted to talk a little bit about rocks, and specifically my rock collection that I have started. Some of you who are my friends on Facebook have seen my rocks. It's actually like a restarted rock collection. I had other rocks in the past that I don't know where they are, if I got rid of them, or they're stored away somewhere, or what have you. But anyway, I wanted to show you my rocks today and tell you a little bit about why I like rocks and some things like that. So, without further ado, I'm going to show these rocks to you one at a time. These are all up here on my desk in front of my computer monitor, which I might show to you sometime too, because I've got a couple of wizard statues here, some things like that you might think are interesting. So, anyway, first rock. This, I don't know if you can see it very well. This is a piece of polished jade. I just think it's pretty, honestly. And I looked up to see what mineral is probably. It's not jadeite because that's more rare. It's the other one, which I can't remember. I'm not going to bring it up right now, but it is the other mineral, more common mineral that jade is made out of, that ornamental jade is made out of. But that's a piece of polished jade. Carla also got one. My wife also got one as well. We went to a rock shop here, up in Cascade, which is just up the mountain here from us. So that's a piece of jade for you. Okay. This, you should know what this is. It's pretty obvious what this is. I love it. This is a piece of clear quartz. I got this at a rock shop up in Estes Park called the Orchard. It's one of the most perfect, unpolished quartz crystals I have ever seen. It's not double pointed, and it is kind of broken here on the end, but it's my favorite crystal of all the ones that I have, pretty much. I'll show you the other one that I really like as well. Of course, I'm showing you all of my rocks, but this is a quartz crystal. This here, well, you can see it in the light. It may look to you like just a regular old rock, or a piece of petrified wood, or a piece of flint. What it is a piece of unpolished onyx, which is primarily quartz itself, microcrystalline quartz, and can be a variety of different colors. Black onyx, of course, is mostly black, and there's lots of black in this, but there's also some white. There is also actually some brown and tan. But this is unpolished onyx. And onyx can come in a lot of different colors. So that's Onyx. My next rock is actually very similar to the Onyx. It's a similar chemical composition. This is unpolished red Jasper. Probably if you've seen Jasper before, it's been in polished tumbled stones. I wanted to get the raw rock. Again, very similar chemical composition to the Onyx. It's a piece of what's called chalcedony, which again is mostly microcrystalline quartz with another mineral in there called moganite, which is also it's like quartz. It's still silicon dioxide, but it's a different, slightly different shape to the mineral, to the atomic structure of the molecule. But this is red jasper, and jasper comes in a lot of different colors. My favorite is just red, for obvious reasons. I like red. All right, next rock. This is my other favorite crystal that I have, and I got this at the Pike Peak. I got the Jasper at the Pikes Peak Rock Shop up in Cascade. I got this at the Pikes Peak Rock Shop up in Cascade. This is a piece of green fluorite, and it actually has a slightly lemony scent to it. I don't know if it's supposed to, but when I smell it, it does have that hint of lemon. I like the shape. Obviously, the crystal that this piece was cut from was enormous, because usually they come in octahedrons, and the crystals usually form in octahedrons, and of course this is not an octahedron, it's a very broken crystal. But the larger crystal that it was broken off from or cut from must have been enormous. Fluorite crystals can come in large sizes. It looks like it's hard as the quartz. It's not. It's actually quite a bit softer than the quartz, although it is still very heavy. But if I hit the quartz against this, it would chip this rock or scratch it, because the quartz is much harder. But still, this is one of my favorites, just mainly because of its size, but also because of its color. And it's very translucent. And then this is the last rock here. This here probably looks to you similar, somewhat, to the Onyx. But it's not. If you look at it, it has a luster to it. The black is very black. This is this is what's called an Apache tear. An Apache tear is actually a piece of obsidian. It's not flat obsidian, it's not sharp obsidian, and it's mainly because it's coming from an obsidian flow that's starting to degrade into another type of volcanic glass called perlite. You'll still find these in perlite deposits, but Apache tears are usually associated with perlite deposits, because the obsidian flow, which obsidian usually does flow like melted glass. I mean, obsidian is volcanic glass. So, but what happens is, over a period of time, as the obsidian is exposed to the elements, like water, rain, wind, all of that, temperature variations, it begins to degrade. It stops being as smooth. It begins to contract and form different kinds of minerals, which perlite is a different kind of volcanic glass. It is still volcanic glass, but it is actually, and I've looked at this, it's degraded obsidian. It can come naturally, and you can find it in tuff or volcanic breccia, but it is you usually find Apache tears associated with perlite deposits, which perlite, based on everything that I've read, is degraded or eroded older volcanic glass, where its mineral shape is changing. It's changing. Obsidian is not a mineral. Volcanic glass is not a mineral. It's what's called a mineraloid, but it does change over time. It degrades. It changes shape. It changes form. Just like everything, eventually volcanic glass will erode to sand, just like just about everything, and it will probably reform as sandstone, whatever have you. But anyway, that's my rock collection. It will grow. I have a friend out there who's promised me a peridot bomb, or not necessarily promised me, but said she'd get one for me. She has some, but forgive me. I just saw a notification come across my phone, because I do film this on my phone. Apparently, our male cat has been scheduled for a neuter, Neuter, scheduled to be neutered. I can talk today, maybe not. But that's my rock collection. It will grow. I'm going to get a peridot bomb from my friend. A peridot bomb is a volcanic bomb, but it has peridot inside of it, which that's a form of... peridot is mineralized peridotite. It's actually Jill quality peridotite, which is a mafic and ultra-mafic. And I'll go into some of this details for you later about different types of rocks. I'm getting an idea. Maybe next time I'll talk to you about the different types of rocks. What they are is it's not just igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. There are categories inside igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. Anyway, that was my rock collection. It's going to grow. I don't know what all else I'm going to get. I probably will get something called a bloodstone, a heliotrope, which is another form of chalcedony, or chalcedony, excuse me. There's a few other things I might get. The Pikes Peak Rock Shop up in Cascade has some rocks that I've not seen anywhere else, and I'm definitely going to be going back there. And I told you earlier, I love rocks. I took a geology class when I was in college. I did it as an elective. I needed to fill out my credit load. And if I had taken geology sooner in my college career, I might actually have gotten a geology degree. That's how interested and how interesting the class was. I like, just like with weather, I like rocks. I like geology. I like geologic things, the history of the geological history and stuff like that. I have a book upstairs, actually two versions, two copies of the book, Roadside Geology of Colorado. I also have a Roadside Geology of Arizona. I lived in Arizona for 20 years, so why wouldn't I? I also have a Roadside Geology of Oregon, because I thought I was going to be living in Oregon with my ex-wife. So I picked that up as well. But I love geology. It's very much an interest of mine. I would even somewhat consider it a hobby. Anyway, that's my rock collection. All I wanted to talk to you guys today about was that. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I hope you have a good weekend. And I will see you all next time, where I'll probably talk to you about what I know about different types of rocks. So, this is Mad Dog signing off. Goodbye for now.